to understand marriage. First, we need to look at the purpose of marriage and why the concept arose. If you are religious, you will see that marriage was ordained by God for people to live a monogamous lifestyle that allows them to find the satisfaction they need in the bedroom and raise good children. This is a simplified version of it, and if you look at it literally, it actually makes sense. If you had a person to provide you with this primal need to have fun and procreate while having a family structure, it would likely lead you to live a righteous life and make better decisions regarding your finances, health, education, etc. Now, marriage is technically for life. I want you to look closely at society and see, when people aren't lost, we have more violence, STDs, poverty, broken families, aimless children, no more morals, no more free spirit culture, more hatred of others, and the list goes on and on. So, marriage with the influence of religion is very beneficial for people's personal and social life. But if it is so beneficial, why has it failed? Let's see why he was pushed so hard in the first place, and you will begin to understand that it was all about money, and I imagine kings and queens in the distant past needed a way to keep people in check while maintaining a healthy society. So, they decided to have men and women form couples, which gave men who couldn't find a woman a better chance of getting into and staying in a relationship be a danger to society. They also encouraged the church or whatever religion to persuade people and keep them married. What better way to attract permanent members than to marry and pump people? It is highly likely that when a religious couple marries and has children, children will be raised in the church. Finally, when they are old enough to earn and donate to the church will continue to make more money. The deterioration of marriage in modern times began when people, especially women, were given incentives to divorce. Before that time, most couples stayed together because women needed the support of a man to help them care for themselves and their children. So, when the government decided to give more power to the hands of the woman without fault, she parted with the son, custody of the woman, and alimony. It was a wrap. This is what the women's movement dreamed of. And the government knew that putting power in the hands of women while stuffing the government's pockets with men's hard-working money would lead to chaos and destruction. And it worked. You have to know that when you give women too much power, they often abuse it. And that's why today's family court system is worth billions. All of this was possible thank you to the unfortunate women who, for a good and selfish reason, are filing for divorce and separating their children from their father. With that decision, modern marriages are dead, as we know, with no sign of returning to what they once were. The real victims of this system are children, and good husbands who chose the wrong woman to marry their parents have been deprived of their children, financially abused, and abandoned to pick up all the pieces of their lives and hopefully put them back together. The final phase is for the man to rejoin the wheel of marriage or go his own way. If you remarry and re-enter the marriage wheel, you are likely to be divorced again, doubling your child support alimony. This is the reality most men who decide to get married in today have to face. Last time, did you hear from a woman who is genuinely happy with what you do for her? Folks, this happens in all marriages and relationships with women, to some extent, because women simply cannot be happy. You cannot make them happy no matter what you do. And finally, no matter what you do, you're either not good enough or you're dead in the court of public opinion. Whether you're married or divorced, you're deadbeat.